Yes, hello.
Hi, Subodhi. How are you?
Yes, I am good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Little bit break for us.
Little bit.
Sorry.
What?
Little bit break. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. I think 70%, 80% I am okay.
So, still you are like taking medication?
Yes, Ayurveda. I'm taking little just for 3 4 days. I took some allopathic medicines,
Yeah, that's what you told that. Yeah.
and after that, again, I came on Ayurveda.
Okay.
And I've been taking Ayurvedic medicines, and 80%, 70 80% you can say I'm quite well. Just tomorrow I'll go to my doctor again for
Okay.
taking medicines for next 5 days or 3 days or like this.
Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Good. Mm.
So, uh, what would you like to do? I have got some actually, questions for the discussion. If you like to go with that, or
Yeah, that's fine. Everything is fine.
okay. So it's a very common question. As you know that we go, definitely we go outside into any public place, and we see these days that the people means I'm talking about ladies and girls,
Okay.
that they means have sleeveless tops, or sometimes means they put on some kind of clothes where their body is exposed, means their legs are exposed, their arms are exposed. So sometimes in India it is not means very popular, but these days means the young girls, the ladies, they put on such type of clothes and they expose their body in public. And it is very common in US, in other countries also. So what do you think? Means is it okay? Means are you okay with this, or sometimes do you think that it is to be stopped, or there should be some limit,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, I agree.
what is your
I
opinion
understand.
about it?
I understand your question, Subodhi.
Hmm.
I mean, it's their comfortability. We cannot force anybody like to wear. I mean, because it's their comfortability and their wish and their freedom. But I have some concerns in this one. The first one is like they have to think like what appropriate dress they have to wear based on the activity. Example, I mean to say, like, suppose they are going to temple. I mean, that is like holy place, and we're not going to give attention on us to other people. We are going to temple to see the God and pray the God. Okay.
Hmm.
So what happens if they wear this kind of dress in temples? So the attention, I mean, we are humans, right? So what happens? The attention goes to, I mean, that I think that is not the appropriate way, because in US, I don't know in India, in US, uh, many of the temples, so they clearly mentioned in the board itself, they should not come like, I mean, some kind of jeans or like middies or like even men shorts, you know, they have to wear like appropriate dress, whatever. I mean, so that way they know like what to wear to the temple. Okay, that is one thing. Other than that, example I need to say, I mean, in schools or colleges or those are the places like to, I mean, study centers or something like that. If there is any nightclub parties and they are wearing those things, that is up to them, because they are going to those kind of places and it's like I mean, uh, but even, I mean, I'm not saying like I restrict my data, but me and my wife and me teach like what is the appropriate dress to wear when we go based on the occasion. So what happens, for example, suppose I'm going to visit one of my friend's place. So I don't like to wear my daughter like those kind of dresses. So if she is going with their friends to some, I mean, picnic or some like any kind of some active movie or something like that, I'm okay for that, because what happens, it's like I mean, even some places what happens like if 9 people are wearing those kind of dresses, I cannot restrict my daughter to wear pajamas. I mean, a Punjabi dress, I need to say, like how we wear in India. Because they should go by, I mean, the friends, and I'm not saying like, suppose if they drink, I'm okay to drink my daughter. You know what I'm saying? There is some, I mean, kind of like barometer is there, and it's like we cannot. I mean, again, it's family to family varies, and some people what they feel like if they wear those kind of dress, they feel like it's a culture. It's not right. High society, it's not like that. I mean, whatever we wear, like I mean, that should be appropriate, and they have to carry that dress. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
That
you.
way,
Yeah, I have understood your answer. What you mean to say means it definitely depends on the people, or it depends on the person who is going to wear a particular kind of dress for a particular occasion or for a particular place. As you
yes,
have already given example here, that if we are going to temple, it is always instructed there that the people are not allowed to wear jeans and shorts and all, so they should be in their traditional dress if they come
yes,
to temple. And definitely if they are going to parties, they can wear, certain type of dress or like this. It's okay, but still I think that it is people's choice, and they should be very, I think, careful about it. If they are going to attend any kind of meeting, or if they are going to attend a function or any public program or whatever, so
yes.
they should be.
Even my daughter attends for any kind of meetings, online class. I mean, some kind of things like volunteer work. Always you wear like brazier.
That is definitely, it is very compulsory
Yeah,
for them to put on.
because
They
yes,
should look
I,
professional there.
yes,
Hmm.
I agree. And I mean, again, towards the here also they follow very nice way, and they even when they come to office also they wear appropriate dress. Again, it's a both sides to both things. I mean, we cannot restrict it to people, and it's their wish. And again, yeah, there should be some thin line is there. Like, I mean,
Yeah, we cannot restrict, or we cannot means compel our children to do that, but at least we can teach them that
yes,
they should put on such kind of clothes uh, for a particular occasion, for a meeting, or they definitely understand all these things. So instead of forcing them to do something, we must teach them. That is the
yes,
that is the thing. So definitely it depends. Even if I apply all these things on myself, and when I go for a walk in the morning, I put on short. Definitely, I put on short and t-shirt and sport shoes and a cap, sport cap or whatever. But when I go to any occasion, for any traditional function, like, then that time I put on trouser and shirt and all, sometime blazer, tie and all these things. If I go to any institute to interact with the students, I put on some other kind of clothes. That
yes,
depends, definitely. But it is people's choice finally, what they want to do. But still, I think the people are very much aware of all these things, and only I think 2-3% of the people are there in any country who don't take care what they wear.
yes,
Otherwise,
yes.
90% of the people are aware that
And
what.
again, Subhaji, it's like anywhere, like any if you take anything, there is no like 100% accuracy or like something like that, right? I mean, some people they say like, okay, I mean, you if you say like, okay, you have to go this way, that is good. Some people they feel like, okay, why should I go this way? I will go that way. I mean, it's their choice. We cannot. Always there will be like a
It is
put it
common
as something like
tendency actually. It is common tendency.
yes,
We should not mind it.
yes,
Yeah, this is common tendency of the people.
because I consider like based on the highest percentage how it is going on. Example like suppose politicians. Example I'm giving. Politicians are there. If you take 100 people, if they are like good people are there like 60%, then I consider like okay they are good because at least the percentage is high. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like they are good, but just I'm giving example based on that.
Yes, 100%. 100% of anything is not sure or
Yes,
is
but
not certain.
yes,
That is, by law, by the law of the God, you can say.
yes.
Okay, so let me go to next question. Okay, what do you think about piercing ears or nose? As you know, of course, the girls, their ears are pierced in their childhood itself. Even in my, family, even the boys' ears are also pious. Even my ears were pierced in my childhood.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that culture? Means whether it
Yeah,
is
same
related to
question.
science or
Yeah, I'll extend little bit on that one also. Not only piercing and tattoos also. We can combine both of them in one question. So again, I don't know about like science and all those things, but then if there is any tradition, definitely I'll follow. Means like I mean, if they put something means like my our grandfathers, that means there is something. So I mean, definitely I'll respect that, and I'm okay for like here and here, but some people they do like the holes here,
hmm.
and big holes, and I mean, uh, again, it's up to them, but we don't like it. Me or my wife, and even my daughter asked one or two times, like, okay, my friends are doing that, and I wanted to do. We said very strictly, like, okay, no, no. If you want, you can do whatever you want after marriage,
Yeah,
because that time she will know what is what, and so we don't need to teach her that time at that age. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we say. And regarding tattoos, some people they do like complete whole body, different pictures. I mean, I don't like it. But maybe if there is any signs, one picture or something. I mean, I used to see at my old age, they used to come to our homes and they used to do some kind of I mean, we cannot say that time tattoos. I don't know that time we call it as tattoos, but some kind of pictures or uh, they think like it is good for some health or something like that. They used to do. I mean, when I was childhood days, their get up also different. We used to come home and they do some kind of tattoos, small things. That's what I feel. It's my personal opinion.
as far as the tattoos is concerned, I don't think it is good for the human body or skin because they are harmful. Because after means piercing with the needle, they put some ink into it, so it takes the shape of a kind of picture, or it is called tattoo. It is not good for health, but that has been a tradition, that piercing ears and nose. I think it has some relation with the science also, as I read. So it is good for when we pierce our ears. It is good for some points are there. I don't know everything in detail, but I know that it has some relation with science. So even the ladies, they put on some rings in their toes and
Yes,
all.
yes.
That is also a
At
tradition.
the time of marriage, we do.
Yes,
We have that tradition.
that also has some connection with science. So this is Hindu culture. So I definitely follow that, and I always encourage my daughter and other children to do that, or to go or to follow that kind of tradition. So it is good because this is our. But these days, in other countries, the people passing their tongue and all.
Yeah,
This is bad
that's what
actually.
I was doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
And
know how useful it is, but because I have never seen such kind of thing in my country, so I don't think it is going to be useful for the
no. I saw in one of the movie also that movies also actresses they put that in tongue also. I
Yeah,
saw in my
even the fires there, that eyelid,
yeah.
eyelid, how it is, whether it is dangerous or whether it is useful, I don't know that. It may be dangerous that piercing, eyelid. So, well, but it hasn't been here in my country. So, well, but piercing is good. My ears were pierced in my childhood. Still, I have some marks here. Means the hole is closed, almost means filled up, but still, the mark is there. Okay, so so what do you think that in a society there are a lot of people who do different works, like teachers are there, doctors, engineers, scientists, IT professionals, and some other people who conduct other type of business, like they may be tailors, or they may be selling some groceries or whatever. So what do you think that what kind of work is a novel job or profession in your opinion? Of course, every work. No, I am not comparing actually the work. Every work is important.
You mean to say like a appropriate job or a high professional job? That's what you
I
mean
mean,
to
novel
say?
job. I am not talking about. I am not comparing all these people with their salaries or all these things. I
Okay.
am talking about the novel job. Of course, each and every work is important. Even the tailor is important. Even the shoemaker is important for us. I am not comparing them with their work. I am comparing with their job. Means how novel their job is. Whether farmers are also there in the society. They grow.
Novel means what do you mean by that? That I didn't understand.
Novel means a kind of means the human services, you can say, means which is great for human, or they are respected
Okay.
much in the society.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, again, Subhaji, already you explained the same. I mean, already you answered that question. Like, it depends on the person to person, it varies, and it's their, uh, I'm not saying luck, or like their hard work maybe, or some people they don't have like even that facility, that's why they are not becoming like higher positions. That is different story completely. But uh, any job, in my opinion, any job is good, Subhaji. It's like our satisfaction and our happiness. Based on that, that will leads our life. Why I am telling, I used to get in 96 or 97. My first job is like 1500 rupees in India. 1500 rupees. Now I'm getting little bit, I mean, decent amount. So, but how I felt that time and how I am feeling right now, both are same. There is no change. Maybe I used to drive two-wheeler, now I am driving car. Okay, but the satisfaction, uh, same. I mean, there is no change. If you ask me about like the important, okay, that job is important, this job is important. I mean, I don't compare the jobs. Each one is different. Even in our India, the haircutter,
Barber,
like
barber.
whatever,
Uh-huh.
whatever. like so I mean the kapde dhone wala,
Washerman,
wash,
yes.
yeah, or like I mean everybody I respect each of them because it's their work, and if they don't do that one, then what happens? We cannot survive. Because I mean, already you answered that. Everybody has to do their work. Then only it is like a neat and clean or whatever. And I mean, in India, I mean, yes, I'm giving some difference, but again, I came from India, but India, what happens? They don't respect other people if they are in like different levels or different I mean if they are not close. I mean example, okay, some barber is in India. So what happens if it is in like cities or somewhere, just they give like respect on his face and at that time only, and the inner feeling is different. Okay, because they go by that. I'm getting this much salary, and I mean there are so many things are there. In villages at least they have like some kind of bonding, and they feel like okay we are together somewhere. I don't know nowadays how it is, but when I was kid, I used to give I mean respect to even my father because we used to have that kind of bonding. Even that that guys also they used to come to my home and we used to discuss closely and spend time because that time I never felt like okay there is some difference again.
Yes, you are right actually. It is still there here in our society in
Yes,
India.
in in
Yeah.
one example I will tell you. In my grandmother's village, my grandmother's village, that time I need to say, not I don't know now, but that time in 80s I need to say, like even they SCSPs, they have like a separate colony and they should
Mm.
not live within that that village also. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes,
Even
it was very
even
common.
they used
Yes.
to they used to have like a different well also
Mm.
to take the water. Even if they need any water, they stand like too far and we have to give I mean the water. It's not nowadays. I mean it's like I'm referring, but I saw these people. I'm not saying like my grandfather used to tell. It's not like that. I saw. I mean, I faced that issue. I faced means like I know. I saw.
Yes, yes,
So
Hmm.
so that is the one thing, and I feel like Subhaji again. All are equal to God. Okay, he did not say like okay you are poor or you are rich or you are a doctor or you are like it's like I mean our hard work and some God grace and some luck and I mean all things are there. So what happens here, right, especially here, and we already you visited so many countries and you know, but here especially there is no difference. Even Trump is also same and even that guy who do that thing is also same. Maybe if he has that much money, he will buy so many cars and buildings. That is different story. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, I do agree with
So
you. And actually, this is humanity when you never discriminate the people, when you think, and when you have such kind of feeling in your heart that first of all, when you see anyone who may be a doctor, who may be a barber, who may be a sweeper, whoever he or she may be, but if you have that kind of feeling in your heart that he is a human being first, then it is really humanity. And definitely, uh, if we have that kind of society, then definitely it is a kind of Ram Raj, you can
Again,
say.
I'm not saying like I'm I do follow 100% like that, but sometimes like in office some arguments. I mean that is different story. But end of the day, we have to treat that way. I mean tomorrow, how with the family also, how we do like some kind of small things and quarrels, and end of the day, what happens? All are family.
And you know one
You know
thing,
what?
even if you go out of your home in the morning or anytime, so if your guard is there, definitely the building guards are there, or means some of the people who guard your society or the place. If you come out of your home and sometimes even you pat their back, sometimes hello, how are you, they get means very much happy. Even when you pat their back like this, how are you, Ramesh, or whatever his name is, hello, how are you doing, any problem. So, means of course you just did a very simple thing, but that encourage them to be more loyal to you.
Exactly.
So
I mean, the open heart is that is what is the best way. Suppose whatever is there, keep on smiling and
yes, yes,
wish the people, and that's how it should go.
yes, yes.
That's what I feel. I'm not saying like I do follow like 100%, but I
that
mean here
makes
and there.
that makes you a nice person when you smile, when
Yes,
you talk to people politely, hello, how are you. Actually you are losing nothing when you ask people how are you, but it pays you a lot. you
yes, I
you
agree.
lose nothing, but you get lot of thing back. Even you
Yes,
cannot imagine the what you are going to get back.
exactly. I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Okay, so now let's take a topic for reading. This is from Australia. Okay. Actually, this is about COVID-19. I don't want to read any news about COVID. Well, let's take this. It is about Australia. No problem. Let's read this. Let's take that topic.
Bamboo. Australia, snakes crash through roof of house.
Yes.
Okay. So crash means it's like some, some kind of I mean, so
Crash crashed through means sometimes means he was violent. Means that snake was violent and went through the roof.
Oh, violent? It's not like some car crash or something. It's
No,
not
no,
like
no,
that.
no, no. Snake crashed through roof of means violent and that snake went through the roof.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So you mean to say like violent crash?
Yes, violent means they were racing, you can say.
Okay.
So let's start the article
A
from.
man,
Ah.
a man in Australia got a shock when he returned home to find two snakes had crashed through his ceiling and were slithering around his Queensland house.
Slithering.
Okay.
Okay. Slithering, slithering means like this.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the means the movement of any snake is called slither. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So okay. Got shocked. He returned home to find returned parcels to find two snakes had crashed. Means like the past perfect. So his
Yes.
feeling and was slithering.
Yes.
And
Yes.
was slithering. This is like passive around his Queensland house.
No, this is
Okay?
past continuous. Was slithering.
Sorry.
Ah.
Sorry. Past continuous. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's completely past, and that is what, like, when he came to home, he saw like two snakes are there in this house roof.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, David Tate found one snake in his bedroom and another in the living room on Monday. So he found two snakes. One is in bedroom and one is in living room on Monday.
Yes.
They weighed 22 kgs, 3.4 pounds between them.
Means they weighed means 22 kg.
Oh, both of them.
Yes.
22 kgs.
Yeah, yes.
Not each one, right?
The 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 total weight of both the snake was 22.
Both the snakes are, yeah, that's what I
Because they have written they weight. They
Yes,
weight.
yes.
If they have written like the each one weight
Okay.
like this, so they weigh 22 kg.
Okay. Snake catcher Stephen Brown said they were of exceptional size. It's a direct speech, and Stephen Brown said they were exceptional size. It means like big, little bit bigger, and
Unique size,
I mean,
unique. Yes.
not regular.
Yes.
Okay. It's a thought that two male snakes could have been fighting over a female snake which has not yet been located. Okay. So these are like two male snakes and fighting for a female snake. Have been fighting. It's like a present perfect continuous.
Yes.
The carpet pythons measure 2.8 meters, 9.1 feet, and 2.5 meter long. 2.8 meters, so 9.1 feet. That I understood. Like the length of the snake is 9.1
Yes.
feet.
9.
And 2.5 meters.
Multiply by 3 means 7.5 feet.
Okay, maybe one is 2.8 meters and the other one is
2.5.
meters.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, 1 meter is equal to 3 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Tate said he had previously seen snakes basking in the sun of his roof. Basking means sounding.
No. Basking. When it is winter, when it is winter season, most of the people go and sit in the sun. They bask means they वो सूरज की जो गर्मी है उसको लेते हैं, बास्किंग, मतलब इन हिंदी भी से धूप सेकते हैं बैठ के.
Okay, understand.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, got it. Basking in the sun of Facebook. Okay.
Yeah.
When I came back, there was a large slab on the kitchen table. He told the courier man. When I came back, there was a large slab. Slab means like this kind of piece, whatever.
Piece, yes.
Okay. Kitchen table, he told the courier man.
Means the slab of the ceiling was on kitchen table. मतलब उसको तोड़ दिया था, उसको सीलिंग को तोड़ के. That was on the kitchen table.
Yeah, it's there, the picture.
Yes, you can see that on picture. Yes.
Yeah. After seeing the state of his ceiling, he looked around and eventually found the animals. Okay. Eventually found us. After seeing the state of his ceiling, वो देखने के बाद उसको मालूम पड़ा है वो स्नेक्स है उधर करके, सीलिंग के देखने के बाद. He called in a snake catcher and the ordeal was over pretty quickly. Ordeal
means actually, ordeal means like you can say the smell.
Okay. He called in a snake catcher and the ordeal was over pretty quickly. Okay. I certainly did not want to handle them, he said. Okay. This is like the speech.
Yes.
He didn't want to handle. Okay, that's why he called to snake catcher.
Catcher, yes. Now you see another picture that it is under that almirah.
Yes. They are big here. Mr. Brown from North Brisbane snake catchers and relocation told the BBC these two are of exceptional size compared to the common size that usually come across. Same sentence. So he told to BBC like, okay. He told the BBC like, okay, these are exceptional. So it was not until he arrived at the house that he realized the animals had crashed through the ceiling. He said on Facebook. It was not until he arrived at the house that he realized the animals had crashed. Okay, he doesn't know like until he came to home, like that the animals had crashed through the ceiling.
Means you now imagine the power of these two snakes. Means they broke the ceiling.
Yes. We are just coming into our snake season as today is the start of the breeding season and snakes will only get more active as the temperatures rise into our summer period, he told the BBC. So this is the nature of the thing he was referring this paragraph. So I'm not sure, Subodhi, but I thought like there are no snakes in US, but I don't know. I never see any snake here, but I heard like no snakes are here.
Maybe actually you may be living in urban area. So otherwise in rural areas, where the land is not metalled. That time they have their holes inside the land and they are living there. But when it rains, so it is filled up with water, so they come out of their hole. So definitely they want to see the safe place for them to live in. So sometimes they go into houses and all. This is very common practice even in India. So
Mr. Brown said that if people came across a snake, it was the best to stand still and let the snake move on as they would not see you as a threat. Oh yeah, that is true. I heard this one. I mean, when I was
Means you
playing.
should stand still. Don't make any kind of movement. So
Yes,
they
yes,
realize that you are not going to hurt them.
yes,
So they may move, or they can understand that you are not a threat to them. So
all snakes want to do is escape any threat of danger, he added. Yeah, of course, same people also same thing, and the snakes
it's a
also same.
video also here, so you may watch it later. You want
Yeah,
video is there that lady is from, I think, BBC, and
yeah.
some,
So that is the direct speech. I'm
yes,
sorry, indirect speech.
yeah.
That sentence.
This video I was watching there, that lady.
Mm,
Yes,
mm.
it was interesting actually.
Yes, yes, sometimes, yes.
It was interesting for us, but he was that man
Yeah, yeah,
who
yeah.
found
It's
the
scary,
snakes
right?
in his house.
Yes, it's scary, right?
Well, okay. So, okay, so these days, you told me something that your daughter is going to some university, college.
Yeah, yeah, I dropped her on Monday.
Okay, so she has gone to another city.
No, same city, it's like 35 miles from my place.
Okay, okay, okay. So means
35 miles means 50 kilometers
so
around,
she's
50 to
going to
60.
stay there itself
Yes, yes,
in a hostel.
yes,
Okay, okay, okay. So you means went there to drop her.
yes,
Okay. So she'll be studying there, and she'll come back to you after some time.
yes, whenever she has her. Normally, what happens, I used to bring her every week, Friday night, and I drop her again on Monday morning or Sunday evening. But because of the COVID, what's happened, they put some kind of rules. Every time if they leave the campus, they have to go for the again test, corona test. So I don't want to, I mean, take her every week. I mean, so we have to see how it goes.
Hmm. So you may be missing her, or
Yes, yes,
you
it's been long time, right?
yeah.
Subodhi, it's like she has been here like almost from March, right? This is the first time in I mean, these many days staying at home. So even me also, it's I mean, yeah,
But this is life actually, ultimately mean the children they have to go away from us for the
yes,
study, sometimes for the job,
yes,
or ultimately we'll be alone.
yes, yeah, you are right, 100% correct.
That is life. It goes like this. So that's why these days I want to make myself busy in some activities like watching movies and all these
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
This is the best time to pass. If we are free, we can watch, we can pass our time together, so we can do that. Well,
yeah.
so let's finish today, and see you again.
Today is Tuesday, right?
Yes, it is Tuesday. So
Yeah.
let me know the next class you want to have.
Yeah, actually I have like some demo on Thursday. Let me see the timing.